You know, when it comes, you think it's going to be a terrible surprise. That you'll tear it up and wad it into a little ball, that you'll scream or go insane. Or at least cry. But you don't, really. You know it's happened before the telegram arrives. Something in your mind heard the clicks of the teletype machine addressing you as Dear Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so, and adding its deep-felt regrets before you even saw the paper. I went out in the backyard and sat under the grass under the tree. It's been years since I've sat in the grass. So I sat there and I thought back to when we had this Irish setter. Her name was Ginger. Her full name was Gingerella of Briarwood, the only royalty I've ever met. It was funny to be thinking of an old dog at a time like that, but that was what I was thinking. I remembered how I used to pretend I was crying because it upset her. She'd run over and jump on me. She was a very big dog. And she'd whine and lick my face. She really thought I was crying. And I would burst out laughing and shove her away. One day she got sick and I had to take her to the vet. He said she would have to stay there and to take her upstairs where he had a room full of cages where he kept the dogs. Ginger was so sick she could hardly get up the stairs. I tried to help her, but all my pushing and pulling probably only hurt her more. When we got into the room, all the dogs started barking and jumping around. It scared Ginger and she tried to run away, but she could hardly move. So she just cried. I led her to a cage, and then I ran down the stairs, so glad to be away from there. I never saw Ginger again. She died, and I guess they tossed her into the incinerator somewhere. I never cried until that day in our backyard. And I don't even know if I was crying for Ginger or my son.